Welcome to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Every week, you can have the conversations you've always wanted to have about the films you love.
Shut up!
We're gonna get you, not another peep.
Get rid of your distractions and prepare yourself.
Then lock your door. 5, 6, gonna crucifix.
You got a big surprise coming to you. You're not going anywhere.
Welcome everybody to the Cult Classic Horror Show. Danny Bonin here with you.
Scotty Bonin with you guys.
We are the Blood Brothers. And
the Rob.
O'Neilio.
We're in the
Killing
South.
it.
We're in the South.
We're
right
all
now.
in the South.
We're all in the South. We're in the Rob's neck of the woods.
That's right. We're in the same time zone
What are
finally.
you trying to
Yeah,
play
we're in the same time
What are you
zone.
trying to play in the
Fucking A.
background there?
Ramones, Pet Sematary.
Oh yeah.
yes.
Turn it up.
Oh.
I've been jamming to that all day.
yeah.
I
today.
love it. I freaking love it.
Yeah, Scotty and I are coming at you from North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
And Rob's in West Palm Beach, Florida.
We got the on the go podcast set up, so our audio might not be quite up to par.
Oh, yeah. We should
Yeah,
be
it
able.
sounds pretty good.
All right.
Of course, are you at home right now, Rob? Are you in West Palm Beach?
No,
still?
I've made it back from West Palm. I'm back in the armpit of Florida.
Oh, nice. Very
Tell 'em.
nice.
I will say though, being in West Palm was pretty awesome. Just like Maseratis and Bentleys and Range Rovers everywhere, and a whole bunch of like really, really old waspy white people.
Oh yeah.
It was great.
Oh, it's glorious.
with frail, fragile Kleenex skin.
Yep.
Oh yeah, with liver spots everywhere.
They got to wear like SPF 88 to go outside, SPF 100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're pretty tan right now.
I'm burnt.
Dude, I must tell you, man, the freaking water in Florida is just horrible. I hate
Oh,
it.
it tastes like shit.
The tap water is just maybe it's just
You're not
Orlando.
supposed to drink the tap water in Florida.
Oh, really? Is that a rule?
Dude, it tastes like burnt plastic.
It smells like burnt plastic.
We inject chlorine and like fluoride and all kind of things into our tap water in Florida. It's not there for drinking.
When you go on a ride at Disney World, it smells like you can smell the water. Like if you go on Shipwreck Falls,
like burnt plastic water.
Well, you know why you can smell the water
or Splash
there.
Mountain, whatever the hell it's called.
Splash Mountain.
Splash Mountain.
Or
Yeah, well,
Pirates.
you know why the water smells so bad in the amusement parks, don't you?
Dude, it smells the same as when it comes out of the tap.
Or when you're showering.
Well, it's worse there too because it's recycled.
Oh yeah.
All the water in the amusement park just gets repumped, so all the vomit and piss and everything else just keeps going. They just send it right back through again.
Are there people pissing in the water on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride?
I'm most certainly all those kids out there.
Oh.
There's no doubt.
Just standing
No
out,
doubt.
pissing out of the little cart you're in.
And then I can't imagine what goes on like in the wade pools.
Yeah.
Or like the lazy river rapids or whatever.
Yeah, we never go to the water parks.
Yeah, we need to go. I'd like to check it out because it gets so hot. But actually, it wasn't that hot this time around in Orlando. So we're pretty lucky.
Up here it's not bad, but no, yeah, South Florida tap water, yeah, that's.
Oh man, it smells bad, it tastes bad.
South Florida tap water is only there for like washing things and making Kool-Aid. Those are the only two things you use.
So do you not drink tap
for.
water at your house?
Yeah, through like a Brita filter.
Oh shit!
I'm not playing with that crap. Are you insane?
God, dude? I feel so lucky.
I keep forgetting y'all are from Colorado.
Colorado water is the best.
It probably is. The list of water that is better than Florida's is insurmountably long. Like,
yeah, South Carolina's better. South Carolina's better. I must say.
Yeah, it's been better here.
Why do y'all drink tap water?
How?
Why?
I know why.
Well, why not? In Colorado, it's good.
Well, no, I mean, just go get you some bottled water.
Well, I'm not paying for water if I don't have to.
Yeah, just put some ice in a cup and pour some water in it.
You're gonna pay for it later when you get like colon cancer or something because you're drinking this shit.
All the metals and chlorine and shit in it. God.
Oh no, it's full of chlorine. Like I don't even think Florida tries to hide it. They're like,
no way.
yeah, no, it's completely packed full of chlorine and fluoride, so it keeps your teeth shiny. But like,
we went to medieval times, and the water there was actually decent.
They must purify their water at medieval times.
Yeah, you'd think that'd be like the last place they'd do it, but they didn't. It was pretty good.
Y'all have like water softeners in Colorado?
Yeah.
That's like a must-have in Florida because of all the all the limestone and all the minerals here.
Yeah.
Because like you'll wash your clothes in that, and your clothes will come out smelling like the tap.
Thou purifiest thy water at medieval times.
Thou purifiest.
Oh, I'm sure they got it. I'm sure medieval times has got a filter. Medieval times has got a Brita filter back there the size of a Volkswagen bus.
Medieval times. They have the same guy working there.
Oh yeah, he was there.
Every time I've been to medieval times, last 3 years, the same guy.
He's got his long hair. He's balding a little bit on the top. He's good though. He's got it down.
Y'all got to come to Florida and not do the tourist stuff. Y'all got to come to Florida and like go to like a fishing pier and just kick back and have a beer and just fish right off the pier like all the locals do.
Yeah, well, we were on a pier today on a restaurant that was right off the pier, and we had a couple beers. And
pretty sweet.
We were hanging out. What was it called? Captain Jules.
Captain Jules Hurricane.
Like seafood shack.
Yeah, something like that.
It was pretty good. There's some damn good seafood down here.
Little River, South Carolina.
Little River, South Carolina. Yeah, it was one of the oldest fishing towns around the area.
But people don't give a shit. We're here to talk about Pet Sematary.
Yeah, we are.
Pet Sematary.
Oh, bless you. God bless you, my son.
Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary, a classic. Here we are. Stephen King wrote the book and the screenplay.
I've read this book before.
Dude, it's a long one.
I've read this book 2 or 3 times.
Oh, really? I read it like long ago, and I don't remember it that well, but I have read it before. Just wanted everyone to know that I can read.
Yes. Yeah, you've read a couple of Stephen King books, right? You read The Shining, too.
Yeah, I think I can name all those Stephen King books I've read, because I don't read ever, at all. So, Pet Sematary, The Shining.
Salem's Lot.
I don't think I read Salem's Lot. I've read It. I've read Bag of Bones.
Bag of Bones is good.
I think that's it.
I'm starting The Shining. I just bought the book.
I think that's all I've read.
You have the old crusty version, like the 1980s.
Yeah, the cover is falling off. I had it held together with a rubber band. It's because I felt cool like Indiana Jones in his diary.
Book. Oh, yeah.
Indy?
Indy.
Indy.
Yes. No, I've read Pet Sematary, Christine.
Oh, Christine's great.
Tommy Knockers, Salem's Lot, Carrie.
So many good King
and
classics.
I got a little bit into The Stand, but holy God, it's like 1,300 pages.
That one's a long one. That's a long one.
I can't do it.
Yeah, out of all those books, Stephen King mentioned that the only novel he wrote that really scared him was Pet Sematary. So
just because this is the peak of Stephen King's cocaine abuse.
Yeah, of course.
He was all paranoid, and just everything was out to get him.
Well, just the fact of burying your pet in an Indian burial ground and it coming back to life all fucked up, or better yet, a human being. It's kind of scary shit.
I wonder if I buried Steve, if he would come back nice.
No. Even meaner.
Where is Steve?
He's at home.
I know, but who did you con into watching?
Shannon's mom watches the dogs. There's only like 3 or 4 or 5 people that can be around Steve.
Yeah.
It wasn't last time she watched him that she let him get a little loose and he almost killed another family member.
He bit a chunk out of my Shannon's nephew's girlfriend's leg.
Good God, Steve.
Yeah, it's because it's Shannon's grandma. She's dumb.
Jeez.
She's just old as shit
Yeah.
and doesn't and I don't know. She just didn't remember that they were in the house and let Steve inside.
Oh, bad move.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
And he just went straight for the leg.
Yeah, we see. We don't see a lot of. There's some animal stuff in this that I guess they do like the recap of the dog going crazy from I guess what was his name, Judd's past dog that went crazy,
Which is related to Cujo, if you didn't know. And then when they bring in
Victor.
Pascal?
Yeah, Victor Pascal.
When they bring him into the hospital, you can see a Cujo on a poster in the background, on a rabies poster.
Yeah, I love the guy that plays Victor. What's his name? Brad Greenquist. He's just so creepy, and he's that guy that just appears. He's in a few movies that I've seen before, but he's very recognizable.
Well, this was directed by Mary Lambert and was almost directed by for Tom Savini turned it down for directing.
What?
Yeah, and almost directed by George Romero, but then he ended up doing Monkey Shines instead.
Yeah, George Romero was actually bought the rights for $10,000 in 1984 because King had previously declined several other offers, but then Romero had to pull it because he was doing Monkey Shines. But then Paramount got the rights, and then Pet Sematary was shot in Maine, where the story was set in the book too. So that hardly ever happens. The story is shot in the same place where it's set in
all of
the
Stephen
book
King
too.
shits in Maine, and he only lived 20 minutes away from where they filmed this, so he was on set most of the time.
How convenient for him.
Demanding, that the screenplay and that the shooting and the script and everything followed super closely with the book and screenplay.
And I want to play the priest. I'm going to play the priest. He was a pretty good priest.
Supposedly, he fought really hard to get it in Maine, because supposedly it was way more expensive to shoot.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
In Maine, because they have to hire so many locals and all these other things like that. But he really pushed super hard to get it to be shot where it was. And it looks great.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Awesome.
It looks awesome. I remember this movie growing up as a kid. I can't remember how many times I probably watched it, but I mean, I don't think it would have worked anywhere else but where it was shot.
Yeah.
It just it feels like where it should be.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like Maine's like one of those states that like it's just way up in the northern, eastern, and no one really like you don't really hear a lot of things coming out of Maine and stuff. So it's kind of just creepy and mysterious place in the first place.
I think it is a little. You have to suspension of disbelief. The truck's going so fast down that road, I think is a little unrealistic.
Why are the trucks going so fast?
It's a little unrealistic.
He's got stuff to do, man.
Dude,
he's got places to go.
These fucking trucks are going like 100 on a little road that has no lanes.
No shoulder.
Yeah, and it's the same truck. Well, it's the same truck, the oiling rig that went back and forth every single time.
Oiling
the oil truck. Or the whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
Oil rig, man? Or oil truck?
Oil truck.
I don't know.
What do they call them?
Not oiling rig. I don't know how true this is, but Bruce Campbell was supposed to be a favorite to play Creed.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. I saw that on the Amazon X-ray, the trivia thing. I'm not so sure how that is because I watched the documentary on it. And at least from what the woman that directed it said was that Dale Midkiff was it.
Really?
He was, I guess he had done a lot of TV.
He played it? Just joking.
he had done like a lot of TV, and supposedly he was the name for this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never heard of him really
watch?
before. It was like the making of, I think it was like revisiting Pet Sematary 25 years later or something like that, and they had a whole bunch of. It was on the old YouTubes.
Yeah, I think. Bruce Campbell would have done fine, but I think Dale Midkiff did a pretty good job. He was just kind of. He wasn't really outspoken.
It'd be more popular if Bruce Campbell had played it.
Oh yeah.
Just R.I.P. Ash Williams, I guess, right?
Oh man, 19 years.
I know.
I mean,
really, he was done before, and then they got this little revival. But still,
Ash will never be dead, but he won't be playing the character anymore.
well,
Supposedly.
I don't think anyone's going to play Ash
Yeah.
anymore. But that
I don't know. Somebody may get hard up for money and sell it off for a reboot.
that's
And
true.
Yep.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate, but like, I didn't watch a lot of Ash vs. Evil Dead, so I guess I'm part of the,
What an
the
asshole
problem.
you are.
What an
Well,
Ash, what an Ash
I'm not going to subscribe to Stars 12 months out of the year when all I got to do is subscribe to it for 3 days, watch the whole season, and then tell them to kiss my ass.
Well,
I
hey,
wish
it'll be on Netflix.
I wish they would have done Netflix. I really do, because like Tremors shot a pilot. All this stuff. Kevin Bacon is in it.
Yeah, now it's not
They put
going.
all this money. They did all this stuff, and they tried to sell it to Sci-Fi. Why? Okay, for all these people out here making reboots, and Ash vs. Evil Dead's kind of a reboot. It's kind of a, it's not a reboot as in like they're redoing it so much, but it's a huge break, and they're rebooting all the characters. It's really fun and awesome. Like, why are you shopping for distribution on stuff that's dying? Like, who the hell watches the Sci-Fi Channel
Yeah,
anymore?
no one.
Yeah.
I mean, and to be honest, it's not Bruce Campbell's fault. It's not Raimi's fault. I'm not blaming anybody, but why would you shop it to Stars? Somebody else would have had to. I guarantee you Netflix made them an offer, but I think there's people that are like, well, if it's not on TV, like Netflix doesn't count. Or, Amazon Prime doesn't count. Or, so on and so forth. But it's like, who honestly has Stars?
Yeah, Stars
I mean,
isn't that
no,
as
the
big as like
only reason-
HBO or Showtime.
Yeah, I mean HBO does ththese TV shows like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, or AMC with The Walking Dead. But I mean, like, I don't get it. Like, I hope Tremors gets picked up. I think that'll be really cool and really interesting. But like, why the hell would you shop it to the friggin' Sci-Fi Network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Who knows?
I only have HBO because of Game of Thrones, and it's not even on for like another year.
Yeah.
There's
some other good. I've seen
have
some movies
certain-
on there and stuff.
I mean, it's like we're talking, R.I.P. We had to bring up the Ash Williams thing, but like, it's like Pet Sematary. I mean, all these awesome old movies and everything else, they're not even on these garbage ass channels anyway. They're online.
Yeah.
Like, like what are the other ones? Like Vudu and Shudder and just or Amazon Prime or any of those. Like, I just don't. I don't understand people with these really super cool original ideas that are like trying to sell it to these old school channels like Stars and stuff. I don't understand it.
Well, speaking of reboots, Pet Sematary's coming back next year.
2019.
Yeah, with Jason Clarke.
Jason Clarke. Yeah.
I'm actually super excited about it. I hope it does.
I like Jason Clarke. For those of you that aren't sure who he is, he was in Terminator Salvation or Genesis, whatever the hell the last one was.
Genesis.
What else is he in?
And
lately?
he was in Everest. He played the main guy in Everest.
Everest.
And he was in Lawless. He played the drunk brother in Lawless.
Yeah. So I like Jason Clarke.
Yeah, he is good. He's really good.
I think it could be a good retelling with all the technology they have these days.
Yeah.
No, I think it'll be good as well as awesome as they did it. And I was kind of like nervous about it because everything is so heavy with CGI. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was just absolutely awesome. So if they could do the same thing with this and shoot a big, awesome movie, but keep kind of like the low budget, let's be true and honest to the original, I think it'll be great. I mean, like it did $700 million on a $30 million budget.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I think Pet Sematary has a good following. I think it would do good too because it did well in when was this? This was 1989. So it did well then. I think it'll do well. God, is that 30 years later?
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be
How
good.
old is Stephen King, I wonder?
He's got to be in the 70s.
Stephen King is, well, what the heck? He is 70. You're right,
70.
Rob. Exactly 70.
Yeah.
His birthday is a day before us.
Whoa.
September 21st, 1947. Look at that.
Good old SK.
Oh, nice. That's my daughter's birthday is September 21st.
That's right. I remember that.
Similar
We're very
days.
close to her too.
So I had some movie notes here. In the beginning, when the cat scares him, he almost punches it right in the face. Did you see that?
I wonder if that was just reflex.
When he scares Lewis?
The cat scares Lewis, and he like turns and he like does a half punch and then stops.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm like, what was he gonna do? Punch the cat in the face?
Bruce Campbell would have punched him. No.
No, he would have. Chance would have punched him like that snake.
Yeah.
Hard target.
Yeah. The
My
cat.
mama named me Chance because she took one.
That's never gonna get old.
No, it's not. I
Oh.
fucking love that movie.
And I will. say,
John Claude Van Damme in this movie. John Claude Van Damme with that Brussels accent with Fred Gwynn and his Maine accent.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
And
god.
John-Claude
My
Van
name's
Damme just
Fred Gwynn.
jumps spin kicking cats and children.
The funny thing is probably Van Damme was too much money. This is 1989.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was in his prime.
This is the peak of Van Damme-ness.
This is like just after Bloodsport and Kickboxer. I mean, he was, yeah. This is peak.
Yeah, he would. He'd be good. You got Van Damme with his accent, and we got Jude Crandall with his accent. Take it down to the Pet Sematary.
I did think his accent was a bit over the top.
Fred Gwynn. He was only. He died young, but he had to dye his hair gray in this film, and obviously he was. You can tell he's iconic for his role in the Munsters, which he probably had to dye his hair gray there too, but yeah, he had a little over the top accent, but I thought it kind of fit well with the main.
That probably is like Maine redneck.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that probably is a really good version of it. But I mean, he stole the whole movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he absolutely stole. And when you read the book and you read his character from the book to the movie, like Fred Gwynn nailed it. I mean, that's Judd. I mean, this old school Maine old guy up there smoking Marlboros and just sitting on the front on the
years
porch.
And years.
Yeah.
Yeah. His dog died. He buried his dog in the Pet Sematary, and he knows the area, and he definitely stole it. Yeah,
he was good.
Too bad he passes away in it though. Damn it.
I can't deal with it. I can't deal with that scene. I rewatched it again and I still looked away. That the friggin'
Cuts the
ham.
mouth, does the Joker on him.
Oh God. It's just he
That
didn't
little kid, man.
That's the part. The great part about this movie is, I guess you could say the quote unquote. There really is no hero of this movie, like because Lewis Creed is not the hero. He causes all this crap, and then Judd kind of instigated it.
Yeah, instigated it with burying the cat.
It's basically it ends just on such a down, like that's it. Like I mean, like it's all bad.
Why does Judd even suggest that he buries the cat if he knows full well what's going to happen?
Because Ellie's going to need her cat back.
I just find that so. Like he never would have done that. He knows what happens.
Well, but maybe he thought, hey, his dog was a little crazy, but burying a cat, Church, when Church came back as, the crazy possessed cat after coming from the Indian burial ground, he wasn't too bad. His eyes shined. Maybe he thought the cat was going to be as gruesome or as, belligerent, crazy as the dog was. So.
I think Judd just figured a cat is harmless.
Exactly.
Like even if it goes a little wild or whatever, who cares? It's a cat. It doesn't make a difference.
I guess so. I guess so.
And Ellie needed the cat. She would have been so heartbroken to come back home from wherever they went, Chicago.
Well, she needs to learn about death.
Yeah, she needs to learn about death. You gotta bring her.
I just, the one character in this movie, I guess that I cannot stand, is the wife.
Oh,
Just this
Rachel Creed.
bitchy, brooding, over dramatic. Just they wouldn't have buried the cat if she wasn't all like, oh, make the girl a promise. And then of course Lewis Creed is just as obnoxious too.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes when they put an animal to sleep, even though it's a simple procedure, it dies. I'm not willing to make. It's like, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
Like shut up. Just calm down. That's what it is. So it's a bunch of these city folk moving down to the country, just causing all kind of damn havoc.
Yeah. Yeah, Denise Crosby played Rachel Creed, and
Not impressed.
Yeah, she wasn't that great. I mean, she's obviously known best for Star Trek: The Next Generation. She really got her break there, and she was, in the late 70s, she was in Playboy and stuff, and she's actually, after Star Trek, she really did a lot more after that. But this, she wasn't at her best in this. I mean, it was just, she was that like annoying wife that you didn't really care about,
Lewis, have you ever had a North Main rim job from a 70-year-old man? I got my mouth slit. I could fit your whole twig and berries up inside of this mouth.
Don't ruin Judd.
Don't ruin Judd. Fred Gwynn was awesome.
He had the best lines. I mean, Fred Gwynn was the soil of a man's heart, Lewis, is stonier. I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know
So
what it means,
good.
really. That's fucking badass, dude. Like, after a couple of
yeah.
beers, you were the guy to hang out with.
And he's
so's his feces when it's all over your penis.
And he's like, didn't Victor Pascal say that? And so it was kind of cool how he like kind of
I don't really know what it
repeated
means.
what the dead said.
Anyone notice the dwarf portrait of the whoever the family member was of Zelda? The picture in the background, the portrait that's on the wall.
I don't understand why they dressed like the kid up in a dress with ruffles. At
the end.
There's a portrait of him like that too. Like what kind of weird jacked up ass family does this? And the whole family was dysfunctional.
Yeah.
Like it's just, there seemed to just definitely be like a real issue when it came to communication.
And I read that Gage at the end is semi-dressed like Zelda. And
I didn't get it.
I didn't really notice that because it's supposed to be like Zelda coming back, and that's the mom's biggest fear. I didn't really get it.
Yeah, that was a little confusing for me.
I also didn't get that when he brings his wife back to life, like she comes in, like one of her eyeballs is hanging out, and I mean she looks pretty wrecked.
Yeah.
Like I mean she looks rough.
Yeah.
And he gets up and starts macking with her.
He's just he doesn't care. He wants her back and just wants anything.
That's
You
dude,
might get
like
off on that necrophilia.
It happened, burn the house to the ground. You don't know what happened. You weren't sure. You collect on the life insurance and you just move on after that. Like, I mean, the dude is striking out everywhere.
Dude,
He struck out on the cat. He struck out on Gage. It's like, why push it, man? Why, like, especially when he buries her, and she's not even in top notch when he buries her, right?
Well,
I mean, she's all kind of jacked up when he buries her. She's not gonna get better.
Well,
he
waited like a week to bury Gage, but she just died, so it was like fresh flesh still, and like, hey, if I bury her now, then she'll come back not as fucked up. And obviously that was wrong because she took the knife to him, but yeah, she was so much haggard than than Gage was, obviously.
Haven't you ever
Well, I
wanted to...
think the reason for that is they couldn't go all the way with making a baby all. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
the kid got hit by a 18-wheeler doing like 147 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not sure because I'm not a doctor yet. But I'm almost certain it would have disintegrated.
Yeah. If they
That truck would have disintegrated a cow.
Yeah.
Much less like a child.
If they remake this, which they are, they need to make the child fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, because at the end, he kind of, like, bowed down to, like, the dad, like, grabbed him, and then he's like, no fair. And he goes off in his little corner and stops with it, and it's like, wait, no, keep killing. What are you doing?
That was sad. You felt sorry for him.
Because what does the dad do?
I did feel sorry for the whole, no fair.
Yeah, no fair.
Then he just, like, falls against the wall and
you could
dies.
hear his poor little head thud up against the wall. Like, that little kid as an actor did well.
Because Lewis stabs him or something? Is that what happens?
Well, he needles him. He puts
He puts
the whatever.
Whatever that is. Yeah, the syringe. He syringes him.
Oh!
Holy crap! Speaking of syringing me.
Oh, it
the
just
ass.
leaked in my underwear.
Goodness sakes.
That means it's time for the
horror halftime.
All right.
Baby cakes.
We do have a winner for the horror halftime.
We do.
This week's horror freak of the week is Anthony Henson.
Anthony Henson from Colorado.
Which we did meet a couple weeks ago in Denver at one of our concerts.
Hell yeah, Anthony. You are the horror halftime winner today, brother.
Horror halftime winner. Shoot us a message on the page, or you could even message me or something on Facebook. But shoot a message to the CCH page. Let me know what your address is. Send you out a shirt. And let me know what your shirt size is, too. So
yeah, man, it was awesome meeting you at the Pit Stop Tavern.
Yeah.
We played down there. So thanks for coming down the show with your bro.
And what was I going to say? Oh, I do want to shout out to Oliver B. again for a couple.
Oh, man, there was a lot of good ones.
There was a lot of you had some really good memes. Lansdale had some good memes. But I got to give a shout out to Oliver B. again for, a couple of them. What was your favorite?
There's just a milkshake for ants.
Yeah, it's a small titty milkshake.
Yeah, that was great.
That was amazing. That was like above and beyond. So good.
Anthony's was good too. I knew it'd be safer with Bill Thornberry or something.
Good old BT.
Yeah, Bill Thornberry, baby.
The funny thing about Thornberry is like a bunch of people from the group have added him on Facebook now, and so have I. And so, like, I'll see Thornberry post something stupid like presenting this award at the high school today to one of his choir students, and then it'll say like David Martin and Ty and Draco also liked it or something like that.
Wow. That's hilarious.
I have heard, by the way, from one of the guys at work that Zima has come out recently with a limited release.
No way. No way.
It has, and I have not found it yet, but oh my God, if I do.
We got to stock up, man.
We
got to stock up.
This up.
Thornberry's going to fall off the wagon.
Oh, yeah. He's been sober for years.
He's going to walk into class.
But now Zima's on.
Hey, you guys, did I ever tell you about the time I was in a band?
We drank Zima, cases of Zima all night long.
I used to be a Hollywood actor.
We know. We saw Phantasm.
We still don't know what it means.
Yeah,
but we saw
it over and over again. We don't
I
know
don't know what it means either.
But all I know is Zima tastes wonderful.
All right, get your memes in next week for Pet Sematary.
Zima has a Facebook page.
Ooh.
That concludes the horror halftime.
Everybody go follow Zima on Facebook.
Yes, bring it back. We gotta bring it back. The more fans, the better.
Is there a post? Like, where is it? I heard it's back.
I think you're just.
You have to search for it.
That was just part of the rumor mill. It's all lies.
Right here, April 30th, 11:34 p.m. Somebody's posting pictures of it at their local Walmart. Damn it, is that where it's at? Is that
it's
Walmart?
At Walmart. I don't like going into Walmart.
I don't like going into Walmart either, but I mean, holy crap, man. Oh, Zima.
Yeah. That's some good stuff.
Every one of these pictures, there's like 30 pictures in a row. It's all in Walmarts.
Oh, man.
Oh, dude,
Fucking
I may have to
World.
go to Walmart.
I had to go to Walmart in Orlando. I had an audition. I didn't bring any nice clothes. I had to buy a shirt and tie.
You go in there to grab one
So
thing.
you went to Walmart to get nice clothes, Danny?
You gotta get cheap clothes.
Well, I wanted to get cheap because I got the stuff at home, but I just didn't bring anything with me. So I'm like, I just need a quick fucking white button up and a shitty tie.
I'm gonna say you are in Orlando. You're like in like the outlet mall,
Well,
the outlet mall
like-
country.
It was like 8 p.m.
That is true. Well, you did what you had to do. Did you
did
even?
what I
Did
had
you
to
spot? Well, apparently you didn't spot any Zima.
No, I
No,
didn't even look.
no Zima.
I didn't even look. No.
Yeah, you go into Walmart to get one thing, and you end up getting out of there like 20 minutes later. It's like, what the fuck was I doing in there?
I bought the shirt and tie, and I was just there were people actually shopping for their clothes there, and I was like, what the fuck is? I gotta get out of here.
Give me
Yeah, and it's
some New
Walmart
Balances.
in Florida. Walmart in Florida is a completely different beast.
Yeah. Get some all black New Balances. What the hell are you buying those for?
Yeah.
So, anyways, the kid was great. So Miko Hughes is who plays Gage. He was only 4 years old when he did this, or 3, just turned 4, I think. And we also, I knew him from somewhere else, and we saw him in Wes Craven's new Nightmare. He played the main kid in it, Dylan, and he's been in a ton of other stuff. Dylan,
You son of a bitch!
he was in Mercury Rising with Bruce Willis, Apollo 13. So
You
yeah,
son of a bitch!
What's the
I
matter?
knew it
Dylan?
was you.
You've been pushing too many
what's the matter,
pencils.
Dylan? Pushing too many pencils. Yeah. So yeah, he was pretty good. And then he killed. He had to go and kill Judd though.
He did good at the end. They must have told.
I don't understand like the obsession with. I mean, I eventually will start doing some of these horror cons, but like I don't understand the obsession with people that are like, I met Miko Hughes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like I mean, he
He's
didn't know
a
what he
horror
was
legend.
doing when he was making this movie.
Or I
like
met Danny
mean,
Lloyd, from The Shining or whatever.
Yeah.
Any of those kid actors.
Yep. It's
No,
like,
I just don't get it. It's
Yeah.
like it's just I had to comment on that. Not to say that like people that go goo goo over it, like that's not that's hey man, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your butthole, it doesn't bother me. I'm just saying like if there was like a line of horror celebrities, Miko Hughes is not even because obviously I wouldn't recognize him because he's not 3 years old anymore and in a dress. But the other part of it is like, okay, cool. Like, where's Kane Hodder? Like,
You ever had
where are the other people?
you
Yeah,
ever had
you're
your,
right.
your
You're right.
butt, you ever had your butthole tickled with a branch off of old cottonwood?
Yes.
Well, Miko
Yes.
Hughes has.
Yes,
'cause
I have,
He
Judd.
was in this, and Judd, or should I say, Fred Gwynn did that to him. Yeah, this was Miko Hughes' first film ever.
You put that cat up in there, stretch his butthole out a little first. When it comes back out, put your penis in it.
Thank you, Judd. Thank you.
Thank you, Judd.
I always love coming
You're
over
welcome.
here.
You're welcome.
Judd's dog was named Spot in this, and Spot was also the name of the family pet on the TV show The Munsters. So that's definitely where they got it from. I'm guessing in the 1964 Munsters.
Old Martha used to spot on the floor when she had the red devil in her.
Oh my god.
Oh, Martha used to spot on the floor.
God. The red devil in her. Holy shit! Are you kidding me?
I just made that up.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Oh my
What
god!
there,
I can't get over it.
Hey, it's Judd Crandall.
Yeah, kiss your own cat. Judd
Picture this old
Crandall.
70-year-old woman just dragging herself across the floor while Judd's beating her with a broom. Stop it!
Kind of reminds me of Leslie Nielsen or
Yeah,
something.
he sort of does look like Leslie.
Kind of
Nielsen.
looks like Leslie Nielsen, but different kind of voice, obviously, and whatnot.
If we could just recast this movie, it's a great movie, and I'm really not hating on it, but the characters are very out there. You know, it's a lot of high drama, all these weird speeches and stuff. But oh my God, Jean-Claude Van Damme as Dr.
Louis
Creed.
Yeah, Louis Creed.
Leslie Nielsen as Judd.
Yep.
And like a whacked out crazy Shelley Long as his wife. And then Spaghetti Cheeks.
Oh God!
Spaghetti Cheeks as Gage.
Spaghetti Cheeks as Gage, and then like Ashley Olsen as the wisecracking daughter.
Ellie.
I think that would be amazing.
That would be freaking awesome. Oh my God.
The original screenplay featured the Wendigo. Wendigo, not Wendigo. That was mentioned in the novel, but was ultimately cut from the film.
Ah.
And then we brought it back for Bone Tomahawk.
Bone Tomahawk.
Wendigo.
Coming to you on Blu-ray. Bone Tomahawk.
Get it now.
I guess two twin girls played Ellie Creed. It was cheaper that way. You can work the kids longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep, slave labor in Hollywood.
And Bo Birdall. Isn't Bo a boy's name?
Blaze Birdall.
Isn't Blaze a boy's name? Who named their kid Blaze?
Blaze and Bo. Yeah. Those are two boy names.
We were helping my cousin move once, and this like
burned out ass hippies is what this is.
We were helping my cousin move once, and his neighbor, this weird like freshman high school type kid, weird as hell, came over, just a nerdy white dude, and I was like, "Hey, I'm Danny." He's like, "I'm Blaze." I was like, "What?"
Come again?
My name's Blaze.
No, it's not.
I was like, "Oh."
What's your real name? Blaze. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's even more pathetic when that is their real name.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like and it's like, so Blaze, huh? Like, what's your real name? Oh, it's Chad. Okay, cool. It's like, what's your real name? No, it's Blaze with 3 Z's. Oh, get the fuck out of here,
3
man.
Z's
like,
and no E. No E at the end. Blaz.
Blaz. But it's pronounced Blaze. It's a hard A. Okay.
I like to blaze a trail in between them gopher mounds of breasts your little daughter has.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
We're going to get the podcast shut down.
Judd Crandall.
Judd Crandall. We've had so many voices on this podcast. Judd's the new one.
That's going to be a thing where you have a comment, and then it just comes in. Judd Crandall.
How did Judd Crandall turn into like the creepiest pedophile known to man?
It's
like this is the nicest man.
He is the best. He's a little mysterious though. He kind of makes. He always like comes in the Creed's household like uninvited. Like, why the fuck are you here right now?
He's like Kramer from Seinfeld.
It's 2 a.m. He is. He like just walks in the house whenever he wants and comes in. How's Ellie doing? How's church doing? The cat.
He just comes in and like makes a mess. Just slams his hands down and throws beers. Because I'm the one that showed it to you, Lewis. And he just walks out. Lewis is like, what the fuck, man? Like, this is like it's like original hardwood floors. Honestly,
you took all my Budweiser. Because you know they're drinking Budweiser the whole time.
Yeah, only pussies drink Bud Light.
Exactly.
Apparently, Stephen King's family hated Pet Sematary, and he shelved it for a while.
Yeah, well, it shows how much they know. I don't know. Gee, the man's only made like hundreds of millions of dollars on this type of stuff. Nah, I would shelve that one with the like. Yeah. Like, no, I think I got this. Okay, I'm pretty sure.
He's a big Ramones fan, Stephen King, so that's obviously, Rob played the song already. That's why we have a Pet Sematary original written by the Ramones.
It's one of his favorite bands.
For the credits.
And Mary Lambert, actually, she knew the Ramones pretty well, too. And between her and King, they got her, the Ramones, to write that song. So
all the cocaine parties, man. This was the 80s.
For sure.
Mary
Lambert. That's how she sounds.
I just think of Mary Swanson whenever I hear the name Mary.
Why do you think of Mary Swanson?
Dumb and Dumber. Isn't that her name?
I never really liked that movie.
Swanson, it's Mary Swanson.
Don't even rob out.
We're not going there.
Now.
We're not going there.
I mean, it's pretty overrated.
It's better than Dumb and Dumber 2.
There are probably a lot of things better than Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2 is funny, though.
Yeah, but the first one's the best.
No, our birds' heads are falling off.
Yeah. See, you like it.
See?
I haven't seen that movie in so long. The one part that I really remember the most is where they give the poor man the heart attack.
Yeah, yep.
I guess the Indian burial ground was constructed on an actual mountaintop. They'd use bulldozers to bring in stones and everything.
Destroying and disturbing an actual Indian burial ground.
And to get to the Indian burial ground, you had to go through the Pet Sematary, and you couldn't look down. You just had to keep walking straight, and magically you would get down to the bottom.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's
the
all
wood
about.
pile.
I mean, obviously it's in the book.
Well, it's in the book. It's mysterious. It's got the paranormal thing going. You know, the dead pets are helping you plant your feet on where to go. And obviously, Lewis Creed looked down and he fell on his ass.
Why did he burn the house down at the end?
Dude,
there was just no need for that.
Well, even in the flashback where the son gets buried, because Lewis Fred, what's the old Judd lies to Lewis about the human being buried in the burial ground, and so there was a human buried, and then the guy buried his son there, and then the son's going crazy inside the house. So Lewis and his friends burned down the house to kill just the one guy. Why didn't they just drag him out of the house and shoot him in the head with the shotgun?
Yeah, I don't know why they had to burn down the house.
And then they burned down the house at the end too, right?
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
At the end, he burns down the house. I don't really see why.
And is that Lewis's house or is that Judd's house?
It's Judd's house, right?
Yeah, it is Judd's house. And actually,
I was hoping for the whole insurance claim thing, but and then the other part of it that really is a little out there is he burned a house to the ground, like 30-foot flames, murders, bodies, not a single fire truck.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the note I had is
like
also,
nothing. He's sitting there for hours playing solitaire on his floor. Not a single knock on the door.
Yeah.
Dr. Creed, we noticed that your neighbor and presumed pedophile, Mr. Judd's house is literally engulfed in flames right now. Have you noticed?
Like 2 trucks drive by too.
A truck goes 147 miles past, and they don't do anything.
No,
and it just keeps burning for hours on end. Well, not hours, but it seemed like a long time. I'm sure the thing
burned for hours. I mean, it's like it was. You could have saw the fire from space. I mean, the thing, of course, is Hollywood. They really upped the pyrotechnics, but I mean, it was a raging inferno.
Yeah, and actually, so the house used for the Creed's home was in Hancock, Maine. So Judd's house was across the street, and it was actually a facade constructed around an existing house that was insulated with fireproof material, so that the mock-up could be burned around it. So there was a facade that was burned around an actual house at the end there. Which it kind of still looked kind of weird, but it was, in 1989, that's how they had to do it. I
mean, it worked. I didn't know it was a facade. I mean, this movie is really, really good, and I am picking on it because But I mean, it goes to show how good this movie is, because while you're watching it, you don't think of these things, but when you're done watching it, you can make fun of it a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, the house was roaring in flames. And then we have to mention it because Ty and Draco apparently still has nightmares about Zelda, which, I mean,
played by a man.
She wasn't too awful looking. I mean, she had a little crink in her back.
Yeah.
But I mean, good couple of visits with a chiropractor.
Dude, that lady was freaking. She was pretty creepy, man. And she died, obviously, and then obviously Rachel keeps having flashbacks of her. But yeah, she was fucking all bony and crinkly, and
it's kind of like get over it though, right? Like I kind of feel bad for Lewis about this, because it seems like every fight that they have, it's like hey honey, I put in a long shift at the university hospital thing, and I had to stitch a kid's mouth back together after a terrible keg stand accident. What's for dinner? And then she just blows up about how her parents left her alone with Zelda. And it's like, really? I think it's been a while, right? Like, I think you could move on from this, possibly. Like,
Yes.
but she's just so dramatic, and then the whole. But Lewis, I don't take Valium. Well, you do tonight. Question. Then why the fuck did you have a prescription for Valium if nobody in the house is taking it? Is it Lewis's Valium?
Yeah, it could
Is
be.
it Lewis? Is it Lewis's Valium? Is he like popping 2 or 3 lewds before he goes into work on these college students?
Back in '89, man, you never know.
Maybe that's what happened to Pascal. Lewis was just stoned out of his mind on Valium at the
That's what it
time.
was. You couldn't save him.
Did you guys notice that there was when Rachel gets out of the semi truck, you see the 666 on the side of it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was cliche.
Yeah, it was a little cliche, but you had to add
It's
something in there.
it's a Stephen King movie too, though. I mean, his books are amazing and his movies are very good too. But his movies always seem to like really, really punch it up.
Yeah.
Like, 666 on the door, and like the Ramones Pet Sematary theme song. Christine was really crazy and out there, although it was John Carpenter, but still, it's like his books translated to movies are perfect for that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're absolutely perfect
It
for
wasn't
that
as
kind
bad
of
as You're in Room 666 from The Howling 2.
Oh, yeah.
God. Why am I going to bring up the...
Dude, those are the worst.
Welcome.
Somebody posted like one of these cult classic memes that had the Howling in it and just brought back all kind of bad memories
Welcome.
about the
Dude,
12 hours.
You're
wasted
in
watching.
Room 666.
Howling 2 and Howling 3 might be the worst movies I've seen in a long time.
I don't know, man. The Howlings are definitely tied for worst of all.
The first one's good. The first one's good.
I hate to say it because there's so many Romero fans out there, but like the top 2 worst movies I've had to watch, either being on the show or keeping up with the show, are Romero movies. That friggin' the Crazies and Martin. Oh my God.
I thought Martin was okay.
Oh,
The Crazies was really bad, but I think
so bad.
I think The Crazies and the Howling 2 or Howling 3 are almost neck and neck, and then obviously Exorcist Heretic.
I don't know. Exorcist Heretic's a work of art compared to like the Crazies.
I wouldn't go that far.
And Howling 2.
Yeah, like the Timothy Olyphant, the reboot of the Crazies was very good.
Yeah,
that was good.
But I mean, and then we got, of course, The Hills Have Eyes Part 2
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
with the dirt bike montage.
Oh my God.
You're in
Now
our
you're
world
in my
now.
world. Oh
We've
my
seen
God.
some pretty horrendous movies, but they're classics.
I never even thought
you gotta
about that.
love 'em.
Holy crap. Wes Craven, that was like a reuse because the whole Freddy Krueger thing. Now you're in my world, Freddy, or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's like his calling card.
Mind blown.
Oh my God, you heard it here first, people.
I forgot to talk about when Ellie asked her dad to kiss the cat, and he's like, yuck, kiss your own cat. He says it in like the monotone voice. I wrote
your
down.
cat's dead. I'm
Yeah.
not kissing it.
He stinks. And then the cat threw a big rat in the bathtub while he was bathing while Lewis
Cat
was
just
bathing.
tosses it in there.
Yeah. What the
These
fuck?
are the most squeamish people, man. Like, have you never had a rat fall in the bathtub with you?
Yeah, come on.
When you
Church.
tell
in
your
his hand.
daughter to kiss her own cat, is that a sexual reference?
Yuck.
He's been
kiss your own cat.
hanging around with Judd quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Who
kiss
now?
your
Who
own
now?
cat.
Danny has ruined Judd forever. Like, I used to really like Judd, just not anymore now.
You know, Lois, your daughter asked me to kiss her cat last night. And
I did.
so I did. And so she comes telling you about it. That's what happened.
She asked me to do it. That's that's
Jack
entrapment.
Crandall!
That's entrapment. Okay.
That's
I asked her after she was a police officer. She said no because I've already got 3 charges.
Baby.
I can't go back to jail, Lewis. They tore me up in there. Tore me up.
Oh, yes. Yes.
I ain't proud of it, but I could fit a canister of biscuits up my asshole.
Okay. Okay. All right, Judd. Let's calm down. Let's calm down, Judd.
I can prove it to you if you like.
No, Judd. We don't want.
No.
Well, actually, yes. I would like.
I already got it halfway in.
He does, folks. I can see it right now.
All right, Pet Sematary.
Pet Sematary was a classic. On that note, let's move on. Going out on that note.
Yes.
I'm gonna bury my pets, and when my dog dies, I'm gonna bury him in an Indian burial ground so he comes back to life.
You guys have Indian burial grounds out in Colorado.
Yeah,
You probably do.
DIA is built on top of one.
I don't know about that.
Denver International Airport.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the case.
There's rumors out there that some of it is, or there's underground.
No. I mean, is this like for real? Because I'm not flying into Denver.
No, it's not for real.
International Airport
It's
if it's on an Indian
There's
burial. I've seen poltergeist.
There's a bunch of weird conspiracy theories about DIA, though. How it's supposed to be like 15 levels underground or something, and all this government shit. And I don't even know.
It probably was built by the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I forgot. The role of Zelda was played by a man.
I said that.
Oh, you did? I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the next thing to say. But yeah. But there's some Indian burial grounds out here.
There might be.
Or not out here in South Carolina, but in Colorado.
Anyways. Well, did you guys... I haven't really watched anything this week because we've been traveling.
I did.
I think...
I watched a movie on the plane. What I watched? I watched...
Well, you watched Nails, didn't you?
Nails. I watched Nails.
Because I watched that a couple weeks ago.
It was pretty good. It was decent. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the worst. It was just decent.
Yeah. You watch anything, Rob?
No, unfortunately. Well, actually, I did, but I don't know if I brought it up before, but probably maybe a long time. I did go back and try to see if I could stomach watching The Conjuring. And
it's good. It's not bad.
Yeah, nope, I couldn't.
The second one's better.
What?
I think the second one's better.
I don't know. I like both of them.
They're garbage movies written about garbage people.
Oh, come on.
It has Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson,
Come on.
man.
I'm sorry, Patrick Wilson. Hey, well, no, I'm not. I'm sure he made a lot of money. But I did watch. Insidious: The Last Key.
Oh yeah, that's the newest one that came out.
That was pretty good. I like the Insidious movies. They have actually grown on me. Patrick Wilson is in those.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's so crazy that he's like the lead of 2 horror franchises.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know because he wasn't in the last 2 Insidious movies.
What?
He did Insidious 1 and 2. Then they did the third one, which is the third one, and this one is the fourth one. They're just about the ghost hunter lady.
So Wilson wasn't in the Last Key?
No, he wasn't in the last 2 movies. Wasn't in the Last Key, but it's kind of funny because Lynn Shay is awesome. She plays the old ghost hunter.
She's all
psychic lady. I mean, of course, they killed her off. At the end of the first one, I believe they killed her off. And they just didn't know what they had. Like the fans went crazy for Lynn Shay.
They brought her back.
So all these other movies have all been the first and second one. She's in the second one is like in the afterlife type thing.
Yeah.
But like the third movie and then this one, The Last Key, they're all prequels to the first 2. It's because they're just trying to get as much as they can out of Lynn Shay, which is fine because I think she's awesome.
She is.
But I'd like to see I'd like to see another Insidious with Patrick Wilson in it, just because I do like Patrick Wilson just when he's not playing friggin' stupid ass Conjuring movies.
I had a go around with Lynn Shay in the underworld. She's a little old and dried up.
Tell us all about it, Judd.
All I had to do was put a little chapstick on them lips.
Oh,
And
God.
We need to get Judd out of here right now.
it slid right on in.
He's a really horny old man, and he needs...
With a little Burt's Bees.
I'm not going to help him with this right now. Burt's Bees.
Burt's Bees.
And they a little
It's all organic. It's from nature right to your lips.
They some petroleum jelly.
And by lips.
Oh,
and by lips. I mean
he
vagina.
has petroleum jelly.
Oh, he has that from like 1978, still in his nightstand. Well, he's in his nightstand in heaven because he died at 66, man. Young. He died young.
That's odd because in the movie it seemed like he was 78.
He died. Yeah, well, he dyed his hair gray and made himself look old for the movie.
Just
All
felt
right.
like Father Marin was like really in his 40s or something.
Yeah,
Well,
he was like in his 30s or
30s
40s.
even. Yeah.
Well, Father Marin
From
or
Exorcist.
Father Marin. Yeah, that's right. Who was played by what the heck is his name?
Like Max von Sydow.
Von Sydow. Yep. Crazy.
All right. Well, yeah, that
Pet Sematary
that
2.
wraps her up. So get your memes in. We're going to
Next
be doing
week.
Pet Sematary 2 next week. So submit your memes into the group, Cult Classic Horror on Facebook with the hashtag horror halftime. You can be the horror freak of the week, like Anthony Henson, and get the free shirt. Follow us, me and Scotty, at Danny Bonin, at Scotty Bonin on Instagram and Twitter, at the Rob O'Neill _CCH podcast on Instagram. Right?
Yes, you nailed it, man.
Or the Rob
Yeah,
O'Neill 1986
You're on a roll.
on Twitter.
Keep on going.
CC Horror on Twitter, Cult Classic Horror on Instagram and Facebook. If you want to support what we're doing, go to patreon.com/Cult Classic Horror and check us out. Or check out cultclassichorror.com, where we have a bunch of merchandise and also other horror merch and just a bunch of cool stuff there. So,
Yeah, baby.
yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you next week.
Later, guys.
Yes.
Don't you blame the movies! Movies don't create psychos! Movies make psychos more creative!
Oh, yes. There will be blood.